point is very significant, you know, that number one, our perspective of wahi, you know, that's really important, you know, and our perspective of the Bible.
Yeah.
And their perspective, you know, which is historical biographical accounts which cannot be traced back to a messenger, but they contain truth. How do we know the truth? Because whatever agrees with the Quran and the Sunnah. And this is the point, because the Prophet said that, you know, it's permissible to narrate from, and he was general again, you know, from Ahl Kitab.
Yeah.
You know, you can narrate from them, but you know, not to confirm what they say.
Yeah.
Number one, okay, and not to deny what they say. To sit to the point, don't confirm what they say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's not talking about the things that agree with us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for instance, if you know where it says Jesus is born of a virgin, we can confirm that to be true.
Yeah.
We can confirm. And when it says don't deny what they say, it doesn't mean we can't deny the shirk, what they, you know, the wrong things that are clearly wrong from our narrative. We can deny that. This is talking about the things, you know, don't confirm what they say, don't deny what they say. This is talking about the things that the Quran and Sunnah neither confirm or negate. It's things that, you know, could be true and might not be true. We don't take a stance on that. What's interesting in this hadith, the Prophet ﷺ then told us how to give dawah to them. He says, don't confirm what they say, don't deny what they say, tell them you believe what was sent down to them, what was revealed to them. You know, and the Prophet ﷺ is encouraging us again to have this conversation, you know, to clarify our perspective of books, you know, belief in the books. And Allah also says this in the Quran, you know, and when he says, you know, don't, you know, وَلَا تُجَادِلُوا أَهْلَ الْكِتَابِ إِلَّا بِالَّتِي هِيَ أَحْسَنُ إِلَّا الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا مِنْهُمْ, you know, وَقُولُوا آمَنَّا بِالَّذِي أُنزِلَ إِلَيْنَا وَأُنزِلَ إِلَيْكُمْ وَإِلَهُنَا وَإِلَهُكُمْ وَاحِدٌ وَنَحْنُ لَهُ مُسْلِمُونَ. You know, which is, you know, to, you know, don't argue with the people about accepting the best way, okay? Apart from the, you know, the trouble causers like James. You know, you can have a go at his jumper. Stuff like that. But the point, then it says, say, Allah's telling us the best way to give dawah to the Christians. You know, say, we believe in what was sent down to you, to us, and sent down to you. And our God and your God is one. And we are Muslims submitting to Him. The point here is, subhanAllah, Allah is telling us how to give dawah to them. He doesn't say, go and show them Muhammad in the Bible. He says, clarify to them the basis of belief. That we believe something that was actually sent down to us and sent down to you. This is our perspective of wahi. And our God and your God is one. Even before describing the concept, the oneness of Allah, Allah is telling us to establish the basis of belief with what was sent down to them. You know, having this conversation of, you know, our perspective of wahi, kitab Allah, you know, our perspective of revelation and the books of Allah, you know, this is a very important conversation for a Christian, you know, because once you establish that their book is not authentic, that they have no basis to believe in it, then when we present that our God and your God is one, they have no refutation, because they can't present any of their theology because it's all based on the Bible, which isn't authentic in the first place. You know, so, you know, subhanAllah, I want to, you know, this ayah and this hadith again is encouraging us to have this discussion about wahi. You know, and I found it more beneficial in Christian dawah, you know, to actually discuss the basis of belief, because most people in the West who have left belief is because of the Bible. You know, I originally left Christianity because of the Bible. You know, I was a Christian before, you've got Christian backgrounds, you know, we both understand Christianity from, you know, we've been there, we've done that. We didn't get the t-shirt, but, you know, we've been there. And subhanAllah, when you realize the Bible is not authentic, then what's the basis of it? You know, it doesn't stand up to modern, validification, you know, of you know, authenticity, you know, but the Quran does, you know, and we have tons and tons of quotes from secular Orientalists who hated Islam, but they did not deny that this is at least the same Quran that Prophet peace be upon him was using. They can't deny that because it would just, they would lose all credibility. You know, because you can't deny that this is the same book the Prophet Muhammad was using. Whether you believe it's from God or not, it's different, but it's the same book. And the Christians say that ayah in the Quran where it says those who follow the unlettered prophet, who's mentioned in, you know, the Torah and Injil, what is with them. You know, they claim, again, this is the Bible, you know, and they have to look at it from our perspective. Now, funny enough, the Christians actually use this in two different ways. You have some Christians who said, he's not in the Bible, therefore the Quran's wrong. You know, like, you know, and this is one of the reasons why some previous scholars, actually entertained the option of actually looking in the Bible for mentions of this unlettered prophet. You know, like Ibn Qayyim, etc. And then you've got others like James White, you know, who use it the other way. You know, who say your Quran is confirming our Bible because it says the Torah and Injil. You know, so you've got them using the same ayah, some trying to disprove, they're trying to disprove Islam in two different ways.